Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody is doing well. Uh, Welcome to Tanisha and Shakia's broadcast. It is a good, hot Sunday. Oh my God. So, I'm looking forward to this live. We've been looking forward to these lives all month long. We have had some really empowering women. So, getting into it, we want to go ahead on and to get our disclaimers out of the way. What you?
I was just saying, speak to the people that's up here. Yes,
I did.
Oh, okay. Hey guys,
In the background.
Be up here.
You know,
today.
that's almost like that passenger driver. You know, you driving and you got the passenger that got her own wheel and her own brakes and all of that. That's what Tanisha doing right now. Because I already spoke to you guys, right?
I wish I would let y'all see what's going on the other side right now, but it's not.
She should let y'all see. It's no secret to it, right? We all get ready. But anyway. We all got to get ready. But anyway, so hello to you guys again, because you know she didn't hear me speak to y'all. Welcome to our live. We got a special guest today, Miss Tanya Bishop. And we are excited. Like I was telling you guys, we had a whole month full of empowering, powerful women who have joined us, given us some really good gems. And she's going to drop some gems on us tonight on how together first, you know what I'm saying? Before we be starting judging other people, we got to get ourselves and start empowering each other. Empower ourselves first before we, you know. So we're going to start with that. But before we do, we always like to tell you guys that we are not therapists. I'm not yet. I'm not giving advice to anybody. We just up here having conversation, some grown folk stuff, getting some of that stuff out of the way. Just, you know, collaborating with each other, you know, having some conversations. And it's some bottle of water right there. And you know, we just getting together and doing that thing, okay? So I don't know, it's like my connection. You see how my connection acting, Tanya?
Yes, can you hear me?
I don't know. It's like our connection is going in and out. I don't know. I might have to change locations in this house.
Okay.
It's yours acting up too?
What's wrong with it?
It might be the heat.
What's going on?
It's like the connection. It keeps twirling around, refocusing. But listen, if you on the other end, okay, our viewers, if you're on the other end and you're viewing this and things are looking good on your end, let us know. Or if something is jumping around for you, let us know in the comments. Okay, so we'll know. We like to say hi. Or if something is jumping around for you, let us know in the comments.
Okay. What's going on, Tanya? You have two on.
Okay, what I'm going to do is
somewhere. That's why it's echoing.
Are they live with you?
We see you live, but another one that you have on, if I keep disconnecting it, it's going to keep coming back on.
Keep disconnecting it. Is that a 5820154?
It doesn't show up the phone number, but it's gone now. So we're just gonna keep moving.
It's gone. Every time it come up, I just disconnect it. But if you're trying to watch it from off something else or whatever, it's gonna echo out.
No, because what I was gonna do was gonna join from my phone if you needed me to, because since it's freezing on my laptop.
Okay, that's fine. If you want to log out and then come back in, you can. If you want to do that.
Okay, let's see if that works. But
okay.
All
right, guys. While we waiting for her to come back in,
we just gonna kill up a little bit of time.
I know that's right, and that's what we need to be doing anyway. We can't get this thing on. We didn't try.
We're gonna push it back some so you can see both of us. Yeah, there we go. See. In the meantime,
but you know what? It's gonna cut it off when she come on because it's gonna be a split screen.
It's okay. We can still see each other because we're still in this one screen.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? We still in this one screen. So it's all good. Listen, I want to give a shout out to Denise Rick. I went to the workshop yesterday for real estate. Yeah, it was really, really nice. I learned a lot of information. I got a lot of information yesterday, a lot of credit building information yesterday. So I want to really, really give a shout out to her and her team. They are very professional, very on top of things. Really, really loved it. Really, really enjoyed it. So I think they will be doing more of those workshops. So get with Denise Riggs to see when they will be doing that, because they really, really give out a lot of good information. They really there to help you. Really, really professional, all of those things. So we like that. I really, really enjoyed that. So tonight's show, woo, you got anything you want to say, T? Oh, she said, that means she got some stuff. What's she trying to say?
Eyeglasses so I can see.
Let's get.
Okay. Yeah, look at my glasses. This is ridiculous. But that's okay.
Yes.
You know what? We just gotta go with the flow.
We going with the flow.
We show is. We gonna go right on with it. And I don't have my glasses. Why? I don't have my glasses. I don't know.
So it looks good now. Thanks, sis. I appreciate that because, you know, these technical difficulties, you know how I do on Sundays with us.
And you got you want to open up some that one? It's a light in there?
I don't have the remote control for that
It's not
right now.
But it's gonna look dark on the site. So that's gonna be okay with you?
On what site?
Okay.
On what site is it gonna look dark? So we good.
Okay,
so
guys.
Tanya is back.
All right. She's up here. She's still up there twice. Let's find out. Hey guys. Oh God, we look dark.
It's okay. They can see. Can y'all see us? Because we just gonna roll with it, and we gonna be good.
It's dark.
What you want to do, T?
No,
You
I'm
wanna
saying
go
the
outside?
lighting is dark.
It's not dark. It's fine.
Okay, she said it's fine. Okay, let's bring Miss Tanya on.
Can you guys see us?
See, we look dark
or
today.
Is it dark like we in the movie theater?
Not in a movie theater, but it's dark. I don't have my glasses on, so I look like my mom right now. But that's okay. She's my mom, so I'm supposed to look like I guess. So, all right. She said, yes, you can see us. Okay, so Kid's going to have to read these comments if she can, or because got to get on our thing and read these comments because I cannot see. I have no glasses.
You
I
need
can't
some
see.
glasses.
No, I might can't see how your glasses see.
Oh, you blind as a
No, I just said I might can't see. I can't see worse than you can.
Why is she in a fussy mood? Is it the heat?
I'm not. I'm just saying I can't see, y'all. Okay. All right. Let's see. Can we bring Miss Tanya back on? But before we bring Miss Tanya back on, I want to show y'all something. We try to figure out what's going on in the know. Let me see. Miss Tanya, you up here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Hold on. Let me take this other one off. Kick you off the studio again. Okay. This is what we're talking about. What's in the know? Y'all got any know things? Got anything in the know? Anything in the know? Well, I'm gonna talk about what's in the know with me. As we get older, y'all know you said the disclaimer thing, right? You already said that.
Yep.
Okay, good. The reason why I actually said the disclaimer because I'm going to talk about something in the know. As we get older, as women, we have to take care of our health. Okay. And this is one of the things that I'm trying to push a little bit better for myself. Not telling nobody else, but I'm talking to myself.
I'm not gonna get a lamp. Huh? Why you say that?
Okay. So guess what? Y'all see this right here? It's called Metamucil. If you have a problem going to the bathroom, you might want to get some of this. I'm just saying. This worked for me. I got a Metamucil. And I got these. This is a fiber drink. You put it in the water and shake it up. But I'm telling you, when you shake this stuff up, you got to hurry my drink is going to get thick. Then I got the Metamucil wafers. See the wafers? You can buy the little wafers too. Okay? This works good. I got a colonoscopy done. Well, last year sometime, honey, I was losing so much weight I couldn't go to the bathroom. I said, no, well, I don't know what was wrong with me. But I got a colonoscopy done. There's nothing wrong with my colon. They didn't detect any cancer or anything, but I know I needed to, start using the bathroom more regular. So the doctor told me to get these fiber pills. Anybody know me? I know I do not like pills whatsoever. But I had to go get me some pills yesterday. I said, let me go get these pills so I can feel better. So I got me some Metamucil, the packets. Child, I went and got the cookies. And I got the pills. I'm going to be regular. Because as you age and our body can't break this stuff down, we got to be regular. It's getting hot outside. You do not want to be sluggish. I don't want to be sluggish walking around with all that extra stuff on me. And not only that, I had got some Alive, but I don't like these. They're too big. Let me show you how big they are. Look at these. These pills this big. We used to take these pills like this when we was pregnant. You know, people pregnant, people had to take those pills when we was pregnant. What's a vitamin pills we had to take? Prenatal vitamins. See how big these Jay-Z?
Girl,
can you see the time? Huh?
Yes. Yes. It's freezing. Can you hear me?
It's okay. We're going to be able to see it. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's fine.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
That's how it was with us. But these prenatal vitamins. But these are some good things. Kia always said I be trying to throw her. I ain't trying to throw her, but let me show Kia something.
What?
I'm going to show her. Watch this. Okay. Look, Kia. Look what I found. This is this memory stuff.
The memory stuff?
This is for your memory. You keep saying come wrong with your memory.
Yeah, something is wrong with my memory.
This is a mushroom. Kia don't like mushrooms. But this, can I say this? Can I show you?
Yeah.
Okay. I found this at Look at how you looking.
I was trying to see.
Okay, see. Now you hold this and I take this one.
Okay.
This is you gotta pronounce it. It's called what's it? Stagmus. Stagmus 7. It's a functional food mushroom blend. Okay. It's basic for a daily immune support.
Ooh.
But a lot of people take this type of mushroom supplement for their memory too. Okay, so what I'm saying today is, as we're talking about taking care of ourselves, minding our own business and stuff, these some different things that I take to try to keep my back. I ain't got time to be worried about it and other people. I got a lot of issues going on with myself. I ain't got to be worried about it myself, but I got to get this shit out myself. I got to get that mess out.
Let me see.
Okay. She shouldn't come back on no more. And this other one for the member, I gotta remember what I need to do so I can go to work the next day. So that's all my end of nose. If y'all got some supplements, different things y'all taking, put it in the chat box. As women, we need to take care of our health and then just share with each other what we're doing to make sure that we can, that we can do what we need to do to make sure we stay healthy.
Right.
That's all I had to say. And you ready, Miss Tanya? We got Miss Bishop up here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. Because it seems frozen.
It seems what now?
It seems frozen. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you fine now.
It did us the same way like this too. So it may just be your connection, but when it started going, people can hear it all just the same, okay?
Okay.
You good.
Okay.
All right. Let me see.
So I'm excited. So how we want to start this thing off is, do you got like a question you want to start off with, or like a specific topic you want to start off with? How we going to start this conversation?
I didn't have any questions that I wanted to start with. I guess I can start off with like the mental health aspect of being a strong woman and what that means, or what society makes us seem what a strong woman is. Because as women and as women of color, we carry a lot of things. We do a lot of things. We're wives, we're mothers. We work full time. Sometimes we go to school full time. We just have a lot of stuff going on. And sometimes we equate being a strong woman with trauma, because just because we can carry it all doesn't mean that we want to, or that it's not heavy for us. So the thing of it is when do we start showing up for ourselves, and who encourages us? Because you can't talk about empowering women without talking about encouraging women. So who shows up for us when we need support or help? And our husbands don't always know. And our children looking at us to do, we can do it all in their eyes. And sometimes, we might fall into, May was mental health month. And well, it's because it's still May. And women's mental health has been on the rise. There, everybody's taking a big look at it now because with all the suicides of Black women. And my question becomes, how do we get there? Why are we there? You look like you have everything going on. You have the good job. You have the good degree. Everything. You got money. Everything is going for you. But what is going on that's making women turn to suicide? So it's something missing, right?
Right. Absolutely.
And sometimes that is, even though we seem like we have it all, we don't have the encouragement or support that we should have. And on the outside, it looks like we got it all going on. Okay. And on the outside, it looks like we have it all going on. And we don't always have it all going on. There could be something mentally going on. We could be depressed. But who checks on us? Our husbands don't know what to say because a husband, when we're talking to them, they ain't listening. So because they're listening for a problem, they're listening, they want to solve something because they're providers. They're looking to solve something so they don't hear us and what we're saying. And sometimes we don't need to be heard because we can't articulate what we have going on. Sometimes we just need somebody to be there, to know that they're there know that they're there to support us when we need it. And so if we don't have that from a husband because he don't know how to show up for us and how to do that for us, where do we get it from? Who do we look for? Who do we look to for that? Here, take this phone. And so that brings me to empowering. How do we empower each other? And the first thing, before we can empower or encourage any other woman, we have to encourage and empower ourselves. We have to be a priority for ourselves. And once we do that, we can be an ally for other women to encourage and empower them. So how do we do that? We got to get rid of all the toxic stuff that's in our lives, whether it's people, relationships, whether it's a friendship, or it could be your significant other. You got to get rid of the toxicity that's in your life, because if you're showing up to be the best mom, the best wife, in society you look like you got it all together, and then you got to go home and you're depressed. You don't have anybody to talk to. You don't have anybody to call to say, hey, this is what's going on with me. Can you listen to what I have going on without judgment? That's important. Listening without judgment. Being supportive. Sometimes you may not even know what to say. Like I hear you and Tanisha talking about, sometimes she called you, you don't pick up the phone. But she just want to know if you're okay. You don't pick up the phone, but she's checking on you. So you have that support system from her. And once we get rid of the toxicity out of our lives, because like I told y'all before, in this season, limited access. If you're not going where I'm going, I have to limit my access to you or limit your access to me, because people can be draining. You have to protect your peace. You have to protect your energy, because people can be draining. And just because they're your friend, or you thought they were your friend because you've been knowing them for a long time, are they really your friend? Is that somebody that you can depend on? Is that somebody you can share your dreams with and your nightmares? Because not every day is rosy. So if I can share my dream with you, I should be able to say, look, this is what I'm going through. It could be it could be anything. When I say about women, I mean women and men, not to just discount them, but if I just had a baby and I'm going through postpartum, my husband can't tell me nothing about that because he ain't had no babies. There are certain things that women go through that a man can't relate to. So you need that sister. You need that sisterhood. You need that village of women that's going to support you and be there for you and encourage you without judgment and to encourage you without competition. Because the thing of it is, it's enough whatever out here for us all to win. We can all win. So there shouldn't be any competition between us. And if you find that you don't have that in your circle, in your village, you got to get rid of it. Because if they're not encouraging you and empowering you, what they're doing is they're draining you.
Right.
And that could be unhealthy physically and mentally. And then you got
Absolutely. We have some comments up here.
Hold on. I think, can you hear
You can hear us, right, Tanya?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. It just sounded like you were muted. No.
You want to look at the comments? Can you see them over there, or you want to look at them off my phone?
I can see them on my.
Okay. I guess we can go on some of the comments that we have. You want to do them?
Okay.
Can you see the comments on your side too?
No, I can't see them.
Okay. Look on the side of your screen.
Okay. So
and it should have comments up there. Just click on that. It should be able to bring them up. Okay. Then you can see them.
Everything is freezing.
You see it?
It's frozen for me.
Oh.
Let me see. Okay, here you go.
I see
him.
All right. Yeah.
So Letitia says, I've come to know isn't even mental health. It's labeling. Life goes on and we don't have the right managing and dealing, coping, etc. The mind processing of it whenever it is. Okay.
Yep. And I guess.
And then Denise said, that's right, limited access.
Mm-hmm.
So when you was talking about letting people have limited access to you, absolutely. I definitely agree with that one too.
I know that's right. I know that's absolutely correct. So basically the mental health part, that does play a major part as being women first, because like you said, we have to know our own self first. We have to be able to communicate and understand what's going on with us before we can even try to do anybody else.
Begin to break down what to start eliminating from our lives anyway. We gotta know what we dealing with first with our own self.
For real, that's the main thing. We gotta know what we dealing with, who we are first as women, you know, and how to manage our own self. You know, and that's the main thing with being a woman, is because you go through so many different things from adolescence to adulthood or whatever. And by the time you become, okay, I think we did this one time before, the age bracket. By the time you come from adolescence, from elementary school to the middle school, whatever that happened or went on in the elementary school, your mind ain't even really processing it until you got to the middle school. Then by the time you get to the middle school, to the high school, you processing stuff from the middle school. Then when you become an adult, it's like it takes time for you to process stuff. Same thing with whatever we do in life, it's going to take time. And I had to tell myself that today, just because I want something, it's not going to happen right away. Just like we trying to do something, it's not going to happen right away. It can be a thought process. It can be a thought. Then it has to be processed to become a reality. You know what I'm saying? And that's how life is. Even with mental health and with us, we have to learn how to process it, to completely process what's going on. And if I can't process what's going on with me, I can't tell you what's going on with me. All I can do is show you signs.
Right. And I think what most of us go wrong at is we go backwards. We start with trying to figure out what other people doing wrong. Oh, you this way and you that way and you this way and you that way. We try to fix them first before we tackle that sweeping in front of somebody else's front door type thing. Like we said earlier, before we tackle ourselves first. See, once you tackle yourself, then you know if they are really wrong or not. You know, like, did they really do you wrong, or did they do you like you needed to be done for you to see what was really wrong with you? You know, and a lot of things have happened to me where I thought the person was wrong, but when I sat back and examined me and checked myself, I was like, oh, I thank that person, because child, had that not happened to me, I would not have slowed down and realized what I was doing. You understand what I'm saying? So, look, I'm telling you, you really do got to stop and process yourself first. You know, before you can really start annihilating those other friendships or relationships. tackling them people. You got to really tackle yourself. I'm liking it,
And
girl. Go ahead, because we really
yeah,
did just like stop you in the middle of what you were saying.
it's okay. And it's like sometimes it's not even about tackling, them or thinking that they done you wrong. And like you said, when you find out and realize what you need, and sometimes you could be knowing a person a long time and they're not going in the same direction as you. And so um, it's okay to be done. Everything has an expiration date, and it's okay to be done. You're not mad at anybody. You're just done because you're going one way and I'm going another way. So, and I'm not upset with you about it. We all sometimes we just grow apart. And I think and especially with raising children, you know, the girls mimic what they see. They think they mom, can do that no wrong, and they mimic what they see. So if we don't start shaping and forming their thought process of seeing how important they are, then they're going to make the same mistakes and sometimes worse things than we did. You have to pick your friends, you have to pick your village wisely, and sometimes we don't do that. We look at a friend that we might have been having since elementary school because you know that person, but that doesn't necessarily make that person a true friend. That doesn't necessarily make that person supportive of you, because at the end of the day, I can clap for you even if your dream comes true before mine, and that does not always happen with women. It's a lot of competition in women that shouldn't be. I can say, "Oh, your hair look nice. Oh, I like those shoes," but everybody can't do that. They'll look at it. Oh, she thinks she cute. Oh, she ain't all that because of that. And we shouldn't have that competition because I can clap for your win. And a lot of times people are looking at what you're doing, but they're not clapping for you because they want to put a barrier instead of being happy for you. They want to say, well, she thinks she's better than I am. And it doesn't have anything to do with that, because we should all strive to do and get better at whatever.
Girl.
But the kick, okay, she's still talking.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, the kicker is that the people that's like that, you look at them in two categories. You're looking at the person that's trying to pull you that's not really for you anyway, and look at the person that's trying to pull you because they're trying to go with you. The point of the matter is you got to do the work. Everybody want to sit here and say, oh, she thinks she all this and that or whatever. But I'm doing the work. What you doing? Are you doing the work to get to where you want to be at? But they so jealous of you doing your work.
No.
Get you some business. Get you some work to do. You know what I'm saying? Then you can get to where you want to go at.
It's plenty of work to do. It's plenty to do.
Plenty of work to do. First of all,
it's plenty to do.
Mind your own business. Mind your own business.
And that's a lot of work. It's easy, but it's a hell of a job.
Yes, you get up from the time you get up in the morning, from morning to lunchtime. I don't care what time you get up. By the time you get up, brush your teeth, get your face washed, use the bathroom, do what you gotta do, clean your bed or whatever.
Girl, it's 9 p.m.
It's 9 o'clock. Okay.
Hello, and you're going to go to bed and do it again.
Come on.
I swear to God.
Exactly.
They're ready for school. Wait, what time you got to be minding somebody else's business?
Exactly.
And you don't.
Exactly.
And you don't have the time.
So my thing is, I done got to the point, like you say, you got to get over people. Just get over people. Because people going to talk about you whether you do. They're going to talk about you whether you don't.
Yeah.
You can help them. They're going to still talk about you. And this is the thing to get me with people. You know you helping them, but they want to throw you under the bus. They want to drown the captain. And they all on the ship.
Everybody sing. They mad because they can't.
I'm driving the boat now. They want to come kill me. Get the way
you know why? They want to kill you because they not driving. They want to drive.
Anytime you kill yourself just to kill that person, that's serious.
That's serious.
That's serious.
You gotta drown the whole boat just to make sure you don't get there. But ain't you on the boat to do?
But it don't matter. It doesn't matter. And see what the thing is my life coach business is called We Empowerment, and it's because I did that when my mother passed, because I knew I was having a hard time grief wise, and I knew I wasn't the only one. But I had to look at the big picture of women. We even experience grief different, because you sometimes are put in that position that you have to do everything that you don't have time to grieve. And so you're doing everything, you're processing this, but you're not grieving because you gotta get stuff done. And when you have that moment alone to say, okay, this person is really gone. Like me, my mom passed away. Nobody was calling me. Nobody was checking on me. But the whole process up until her homegoing service, the phone was ringing. I'm getting texts, people stopping by. But the moment that her service was over, everybody went about their merry way. And
Come
so
on now.
my thing was, I wanted to be there for people that went through that same thing like me, because you shouldn't have, everybody grieve different and they process death in a different way. But I wanted to be there for other women that was going through that so they didn't have to feel alone. And so what I did was a spinoff on that was encouraging women, empowering women. You telling the sister that, okay, you're going to be okay. It may be hard now. I'm here for you. I support you. I encourage you. I empower you. You can do it. It'll be okay. Call me. And when you say, tell a person, call me if you need me, mean it. If you don't mean it, don't say it. Because the minute you call, oh, I wish you would have called me yesterday. Well, I don't have time right now. Can you call me back? You don't know what state of mind that person in and that what they need from you, because you didn't take the time out to find out, or you really didn't mean it when you said it in the first place. So that brings me to the issue of these women that the model that took her own life. Then it was another girl that I think she was Miss USA, whatever she was. What is it? Are they reaching out? Or we're not just seeing the signs because it seems like they have it all going on. And sometimes you have to just get up from the table from people that are not going to be there for you, period, and be done with it. Like I said, you don't have to be mad at anybody. You can be done. Because at the end of the day, just like you and Tanisha, okay, Tanisha's been rooting for me since I met her. I met her a few years ago. People that I've been knowing all my life not rooting for me. So that tells you right then that everybody don't want you to win.
Right.
And it's enough out here that you can win, and we can win together. We can do things. My hashtag for my business is we are stronger together. We are stronger together than we are apart. And it shouldn't be a competition. It shouldn't be, well, now that she got married, she thinks she all that. Now that she got this job, she thinks she's better than me. Because what we should be doing is, if you got there before me, you should want to pull me up so I can pull somebody else up.
That's right.
But that's not what's happening. We're like crabs in a bucket. We sell it, the one trying to climb out, we pulling the other one down. But if you look at it, let the other one keep going. Somebody latch on to that crab and latch on to that crab, and the one that's at the top is pulling us all out. But we're not doing that. And we're not doing it, and we're seeing that filter down into our children. They don't want to be friends with this person for whatever, because maybe, they might got the new Jordans before you, or they got this before you. You don't be mad because that kid's parents did that for them. If you wait your turn is coming, maybe. But everybody's situation is different, and we just need to recognize everybody's situation is different. We need to be encouraging and empowering to each other. If I say, if I see your business taking off and mine hasn't, and I say, well, look, what did you do to get your stuff, off the ground? What did we hear? Girl, it took so much. It was a whole lot of, and it took me. I didn't ask you that. I asked you how. I ain't asked you how long it took. or what you went through to get there.
That's about Didi last week. Yep.
Go Google it, girl. Well, I know Google is there, but
I'm asking you because you here.
Right. I know where Google is at, but it's hard you don't know the specifics of Googling. Like, what do I put in the search bar?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
What keywords do you put in there? You Google something, you have, what is it, 2,000 things? Like, dang, I gotta read all these.
Right. Listen, you know what I'm asking you. Okay, okay, I understand. Keep it moving. I understand.
Next person gonna tell me.
Didi says, my biggest issue was keeping people past their expiration date in hopes that things would change, but now I will cut you off quickly. See, I think of that like that spoiled milk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we go in the store and we look at the expiration date first.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If it's too close to the date,
We
I
ain't gonna
look
mess
to the
with it.
back to see the very last date they got up there.
That's
And
exactly
I'll
right.
pull
You
that
like
from
pull it
the
up.
back.
Exactly.
That's where you trying to get the bread, girl.
Right.
Mama
Exactly.
always said, match the bread. If it bounce
Mhm.
back up, you're good to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It stay up, but it stay right. But it stay right there. You don't want that.
Right.
You don't
know
want to
what
stay
I'm
up
saying?
bread.
And it's a shame that
Exactly.
you gotta think of people that
Like
have
that.
hearts, that's supposed to have hearts and consciences and all of that stuff. And you gotta think of people like that. But they're so messy and so,
Mhm.
you know what I'm
People
saying?
just crazy
But
these days. I don't care what you say.
yeah, you gotta get the scissors quick. And the long handle spoon thing is just,
Mhm.
it's no more long handle spoon. I ain't give you the spoon, period, sometimes. You just ain't got no spoon. I'm just
Exactly.
sitting there.
I ain't feed your ass anyway. I'm
That-
finished.
that
And I
fool said,
think.
anyway.
No, I'm not. Because I
Mhm.
understand what you said, Tanya. I'm trying to.
I appreciate my friend because you know what? She has so much patience with me.
You have patience. I got
And-
patience with you.
Yeah. But everybody know I got patience with you.
She got patience with me. Yes, she do.
Everybody know, but she has a special kind of patience with me because
I
I'm
think I got
just,
no patience with you. I mean, not like that, but you don't require patience.
I do because you know, even down to the phone call thing.
Oh yeah, now that
Down to the
She is
you
not
wanna
gonna answer your
ride
phone.
out somewhere. I'm in the bed. Like she called me the other day. I was in the bed. It wasn't even 6:00.
But then you know what I did? When I went home, that heat was hot. I went and got my tail in bed too. It was
You know,
warm.
and that does require patience as a friend. Like, well, dang girl, are you ever gonna be available? But
No,
you
we
know,
do things. Don't say that. We do things together. We go.
but I think about that, you know, when it comes to my friends because sometimes it gets old, if you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And it makes
Mhm.
a friend like, well, you know what? You're not reciprocating. You know,
Mhm.
I'm always ready to go. When you call me, be like, girl, let's go out to lunch. Okay, well, what time? But when I call you, you always in the damn bed. Like, are you ever gonna be awake?
No. Let me go ahead and clear this up. We had this thing about boundaries. Okay.
She thought it was
I
about her.
understand that
Okay.
Shakia is a teacher. She is a teacher, and they have a lot they have to do as being a teacher. I work with customer service and I work with clients all the time. So we both work with a sector of people. She works with younger people, I work with older people. So my thing is everybody has a different way to outlet. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't want to go off what Tanya's saying, but I'm just gonna bring it to a minimum a little bit for us. She works with kids all day. Our conversation gonna be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? She goes
Mhm.
out to a place for those kids that are every day. So she leaves her home and goes to another home with those kids every day. I leave my home and go to an office, but I'm listening to all these folks all day. So it's both mentally draining to both of us. Me, I'm an outgoing person. I like to go and stuff. Kids, she'll come home and she ain't saying nothing to you. That's her amigo. She all right. You know what I'm saying? Me, in order for to dilute all that stuff out my head, I gotta go and hear something else other than what I've been hearing all day long. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the activities I do always require a whole lot of noise or whatever. Girl, just overdrive on this stuff that I heard all day long. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what she's saying. And I respect her boundaries. If she tired, she tired. Okay, well, we'll go somewhere. We're going to do something later. Then I got to realize she has a husband and she has kids too. So it's like we have
People
to
ain't thinking about
understand that.
me. Like
But-
Tanya said, them people ain't thinking about us. Them
But see,
husbands
that's
ain't
the
thinking about
thing. When you know who your friendships and what your connections are. We have to understand that people have a life outside of you. We can't be that selfish that she ain't going about this. No, Kia, can you go with us? No, Kia ain't going with you nowhere. She going with me. You know, you can't do that. I can't tell her other friends you can't go with them nowhere. But I'm like telling Keisha how she can't go.
Well,
but listen at this though, Tanisha.
Do that.
Okay, but listen at this. But yeah, but check this out. Sometimes you have friends that don't want you to be friends with other people.
Other people. You're right. And that's what I'm saying. You can't do that. And that's not a good, healthy friend for you anyway.
But the thing of it is, and with on the flip side, people are messy. So women can be messy. And so my thing is, if you know that me and this person don't get along, then my mantra is this, and I'm gonna say it as PG as possible. I don't mess with people that you mess with that I don't mess with. because at the end of the day, sometimes the social media, text messages, phone calls, if you're hanging with this person and you feel comfortable enough to talk about them to me, what are you saying about me to them?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have been in that situation where I was invited someplace, and we showed up, and me and my husband, we weren't married then. We were invited to a birthday party. We showed up, and you know how you get this vibe, energy, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this chick is talking about me, you know. So she's taking her phone, texting the person that invited me, and I'm like,
And they all in the same room.
and we all within 2 feet of each other. So I'm like,
Girl, that be the
okay.
stuff.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm looking, and men are just sometimes just oblivious to all that's going on, and I'm getting hot, and I'm ready to go.
I know that's right.
And so, I'm too old to be getting locked up, so I'm ready to go. And I'm like, see, that's messy. That's messy right there, and I don't do messy. So I learned then that just because you invited somewhere does not mean that you are welcome to be there.
That's
Right.
exactly
And
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
you don't
right.
have to accept every invitation that you're invited to. You can respectively decline. I'm not feeling that today. I'm gonna go another way and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Because my no is no, and I don't have to explain anything after I say no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
And that's
and
what
so,
family do.
oh
Family
yes,
do that.
ma'am. Oh yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, like I said, it's enough. We can all win. We can all win, and we can all win together. But the important thing is you have to know who's there for you. You have to know who you can call, who you can build with, who's going to support you, who's going to show you if you need help, if they've gotten there before you, who's going to say, well, Tanya, this is what I did. This is the steps that you can take, and leave out the mistakes. Don't do this because I already did this. You don't have to do that because that's not going to take you where you want to go. And
Mm-hmm.
be genuine about it. Be genuine about your support and your encouragement, because you'll never know what all the things we can build and do together. You collaborate with me, our businesses can all benefit from one another. But you can't do that with jealousy and envy and coldness. You just can't build like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you put too much energy on trying to figure out, well, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Why you not, why you upset, or why you mad, or why you don't want to do this and this way, and I just don't feel like it, or I ain't feeling that, and I don't know why you did that because that ain't gonna work. Who has time for that negativity? That's draining.
Too much. Too much
It's
energy.
too
Too
much.
much time.
It's too much
You
energy.
know what? I have two things. I just want to just reiterate a story that I had said one time before. Then I want to ask a question. Okay. The
Mhm.
story that I remember when I first started doing my business, I worked at pharmaceuticals. I worked at Lincare, and it was an oxygen respiratory company. At the respiratory company that I worked for, I was going out to different home health, different doctor's offices, and I was talking to the doctor's offices and the people at the home health place about referring their clients to get CPAPs or nebulizers or breathing treatments, as well as the medicines that went in there. So of course I've always been in professional environments where I talk to doctors and nurses and people trying to get help for people. Okay,
Right.
I went to one lady's office one day, and one doctor's office that she was in. I think it was Bayview that was over there in Carrollton. And the lady looked at me. She said, "Well, what kind of job do you do?" And I told her. She said, "This ain't what you do." She said, "You're not a salesperson. You don't need to do this." I said, "What you mean
Mhm.
by that?" She said, "You need to do something else." She said, "I think you need to do personal care." I said, "Personal care? I'm gonna be right a nurse." She said, "No, you need to look into this." You know what I'm saying? She was telling me I need to look into it a little bit more. So I said, okay. I went to another doctor's office, and the man told me the same thing. He said, this is not your field. You more caring for the people. You need to go and do something else." So I was like,
Mhm.
okay. I didn't know what they was talking about. I said, well, I like my job. You know what I'm saying? They pay me real good money. I'm like, why are you trying to get me to do something else?
Right.
Okay. They was telling me because they was seeing that what I could do was different.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So I went to the home health agency, and it was two young, I mean, not a young lady, but it's an older lady. Her name is Miss Linda Elliott, and she is with All About You, but the name of the company was something else. And this other young lady, her name was Shonda Washington, and she was with Accessible Home Health. I went and did a lunch with them one day, and I was telling them the different things that I used to do and how I used to work for my agency, some time ago. And I said, well, I like what y'all do. I said, but I don't want an agency because I don't trust the aides too good. Not I don't trust the aides. I said, but y'all got a lot of responsibility. You got to pay attention to these people. And so she was like, well, Miss Linda was an older lady. She said, come here. And I said, huh? She said, come here. She grabbed me and she held me and she prayed with me. She said, you asking for something. And I'm going to give you what you need. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. And I was like, what in the world? I didn't know what I was telling her that she was going to be able to help me. I told her I didn't want to do what she did, but I wanted to do something similar to that. She didn't tell me that, okay, it's a job that what you're talking about, doing the same thing. But she prayed with me. Then she said, okay, now this is what I want you to do. She told me to go look up something. She told me exactly where to go look up. And when I went and looked it up, guess what? I called her back. I said, Miss Linda, I looked it up. I said, what I need to do? She said, fill out the application. She walked me step by step on what I needed to do. You see what I'm saying? So even though sometimes you asking people for stuff, you'll know if that's the right people or not because they're going to help you.
Right.
She didn't give me all the things I needed because I could have been just anybody saying I want to do this. We got to be careful how we give ourselves to people. Because people will suck and drain you. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Even though people want to get started and do stuff, you would tell them all day long, go to this page, turn to this page, do this. And they'll give you the ink pen and say, can you sign it? Can you fill it out for me? Can you send my money order? What the devil? I just told you what to do. You know what I'm saying? They the people that don't want it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want it because you got to do it for them. You got to do everything, get all this stuff, and then hand them the paycheck. But what the world you work to do?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
They want you to do all this stuff. So, in the whole nutshell, but those two ladies helped me tremendously. Not only with that, when I got myself started, I had no idea that the lady had consumer director. She was doing consumer director herself. Do you know what she did? After I got all my stuff together, she gave me 10 of her clients. She said, I'm going to delete all these people and get these people to you. And started me off. I said, you know what? But sometimes when people come to you, you got to see how sincere they are.
Right.
Because people will run a game on you.
Right.
They will run a game. I've seen so many people try to run a game on me. I said, no, This is what you got to do. If they don't do it, don't come and ask me 2 or 3 years later. But 2 or 3 years, you ain't started yet.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you might not, sometimes it takes a while for to get started, but get something into play. You see what I'm saying? And and I think that could be sometimes when people saying, but what the competition with women is, it's not a competition. It's no comparison, no competition between me and you. If I'm telling you how to win and we're trying to help each other win, don't sit back and let me do all the play all the cards. Shut the deck up sometime. Damn. I mean, excuse me. You bring some wings to the party. So what you bringing? Nothing.
It went hand out.
You get the handed.
Yeah.
And they won't ever. That's like I tell people, you can't go to the potluck and bring your Tupperware and you don't bring that.
Or bring the cups.
They're gonna take all the hot dogs and hamburgers home and they ain't bringing that.
They're gonna bring the cups.
Who they pick the place for? They pick the place for everybody.
In the house, everybody in the house. Yeah.
But they'll do it though.
Okay, I'm calm.
Well, see,
my question to you is, why you think what's some of the causes that you think may be that make competition for women? Or y'all in the chat, help us out. What y'all think some of these competitions could be?
I'm gonna go off the grid here a little bit and tell you. I wanted you to ask, but I was scared. All this stuff stems from trauma, slave trauma, and I'm sure you all heard of Willie Lynch, right? So it has been instilled in our people to pit one against the other, whether it's about your hair, whether it's about your skin color, whatever it was about, pit one against the other, you know, to cause confusion, because that's the way you can be controlled. You can
That's
be
right.
controlled by money, you know, and that's still in us today. And it's sad because it shouldn't be that way. Like I said, it shouldn't be. We are the mothers of this universe. Everything came through us. So it shouldn't be no competition with us. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is we birth nations. And so it should not be any competition with us. We should always be willing to help each other. And that's not in us because, like I said, we mimic what we see. And if we are not healed from trauma, just like anything else, if you don't get healed and delivered from something, you are bound to repeat it. You are bound to pass it down. And so where does it start? We got to start somewhere.
That's right.
And if it doesn't start with a conversation to recognize the problem, we can't fix it.
That's right. So how do you think we need to break it? I mean, we up here today.
Conversations like this. And to show us, and you know, I was even thinking about, because I have my youth organization, you know, I have my life coach organization. And so it's how do we get young girls to see themselves as more than pieces of meat? How do we get them to look at themselves as you are a beautiful queen? You know, you don't have to go out here and show your body. You don't have to go out here and shake it fast. You ain't got to be doing none of that because your beauty can be seen and you can be covered up doing so.
That's fine.
So we got to start changing the mindset. What is it that we can do to get these young girls out of that mindset to help them grow? Because we all got gifts and talents. So it's a matter of nurturing these and molding these young girls to see what their gift and talent is. Okay, what is it that you want to do? You can be anything that you want to be. So what is it that you want to do that, you know, some people like to draw, some people like music, some people, you know, they got all these gifts and talents, but they're wasting away because they're doing what society wants them to do. You know, whoever controls the media controls the mind. So they see videos with girls doing all this stuff, which that's just their job. When they go to the board table, they ain't dressed like that. And that's what we need them to understand and see. Yeah, they might be on the video showing their boobs and butt, but when they go to the board table to talk about their contract and make their money, they covered up and they looking like business women. So we got to change the mindset of these young ladies. And the same thing with our young men, because if a man see a weak-minded woman that's not encouraged, that's not empowered, not knowing her own self, what he gonna do?
Take advantage.
He gonna take advantage of her because her mindset is not right. You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna do whatever she think he wants her to do because she's trying to keep him, and all he's doing is trying to get what he can get from her because he knows she weak.
Absolutely.
And that's sad too. And that's a sad thing that, you know, that not even with young girls, but us as women too. Because like we said, we share ourselves too in the beginning. You know, even though you said you're married and we, you know, I've been married and kids been married, she's remarried. But at the same time, that's something that that women, not even younger girls, but older women go through. It's like, okay, we have to change our mindset. And that's the thing that it's hard for us to do, is to change our mindset, because there's so many levels of everything that we got to break down to change our mindset.
And I'm remarried too. I'm remarried too. And so the thing about it is, some of us get married. We get married for different reasons. And so some of us get married young. You know, some people get married because, well, you ain't having that baby without no husband. You know, that thing. So you're not marrying for love. You don't know him. He don't know you. And you up being put together because you got a child. So y'all don't love each other, but y'all gonna raise this child in what? Chaos. So the thing of it is, we have to know, just like you said, you have to know who you are growing up, so you'll know who you are when you're an adult. So you don't have to go through certain things. You know, maybe the relationship didn't work, but why didn't it work? So you don't make that mistake again.
We can hear you. Only thing is, if you have this video up somewhere else on, you know, watching the comments, just turn the volume down so it stop echoing. I'm not saying that's what it is, but you know, it's a little bit.
Hold on a second.
Because I have mine That's okay.
No, I'm not playing. This is probably my son in the background talking. It's probably what you hear.
Okay.
But
That's okay. If you can see the live on something else,
okay. I'm trying to. It may be on. Somebody might have it on in the other part of the house. But yeah, we got to change our mindset. I don't know if I'm still echoing or not, but we have to change our mindset, and that starts as as a young lady. And who better to start these young ladies off than us? All know people, and we can get together and come up with some ideas to help these young ladies, so they can grow up to be productive and empowered and encourage women.
wow, man.
Dee Dee said, "No, there's no competition, and it's enough for everything. It's enough of everything for everybody. You have to put in the work. Absolutely.
I agree. I agree. And you have to be willing to clap. Like I said, I can clap for you, and I can be proud of your win, even if you get to your dream before me. Because at the end of the day, I can look back and say, well, look, can you help me? And be genuine about it. Be genuine about asking for help and not a handout. And be genuine about the help that's offered without giving me 50 different ways that it could have been done when I'm asking you, how did you do it? How did, what was the process? So, it's enough wins for everybody, and it shouldn't be any competition. We just need to figure out and know that we can be stronger together as women than we can apart.
And that's how it was last week. Denise is a real estate agent. She's a broker. She came on last week and shared her information last week. Not only she shared her information, she was telling us about these trainers they go to. Kia went to the trainer herself.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So that was like a big thing to that. You know what I'm saying? Because people not going to tell you how they win it. Like she said, it's enough for everybody, but you got to do the work. I can tell you, this is where I'm going to, but I ain't going to tell you what time in the morning, what time I put my drawers on to do what I got to do. What I got to do. You got to do every day too. I mean, if you want it, you will go get it.
Right. And then
that whatever means.
Do get to a point where they get stuck. Like they get to, like for instance, they start a career. They get stuck in a career, don't know what to do, but they know they're unhappy. And one thing that she did say last week was she did get into education, realized that I don't think I want to do this, and decided to go into another direction. So encouraging people to say, look, don't stop there. You can think, put your mind to work of what you can do to help yourself keep moving.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are just go on about their business and be like, bye, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm peace. You know what I'm saying? And they'll leave you behind staying stuck. So, but the thing that I do for myself is I just don't even pay attention to a lot of that mess. Okay. The one thing that I could think of is if you don't give it, if you don't feed it, it can't grow. You understand what I'm saying? All the negativity around, all the women that's causing drama, you not reciprocating this type of friendship to me, I just don't feed into you. So if I don't feed into you, you can't grow in my life, no way. So, and that's just my mindset now. So all I am gravitating to are women that can help me grow, and we can help each other. So that's why my circle is the way it is. We all think alike. We are different women. We all have different careers. We all do different things, but we are women that have things going on with ourselves. And at any time, we can all reach out to each other and help one another.
That's the main thing.
So, and that's what excites me. I don't have to talk to all of these women every day, but I know what they do, and I know what they are, who they are to me, and that's what just thrive. I thrive off of that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even have to worry about this competition stuff. What? What? I'm not in the least. If anything, I'm glad my girl got it. Because if we all got it, when one of us struggle,
I can't pick you up. That's how it is.
come on now, that's a blessing. Why would I even be, upset or try to compete with her? I already know she got it if I don't, or one of them got it.
Exactly.
You don't compete with your blessing.
Now you're going to delete your blessing.
Right. You're going to mess around
and be out.
Yes.
And that's why I say, if you find yourself in circles like that, you need to get rid of it. You need to get rid of anything toxic that's in your life that's not helping you grow, and get with like-minded women that you can build with, and that support team that we all need at one time or another. Because, like you said, if you win, we all win. We all win.
But
and we need to be.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, no, but you finished?
Go ahead.
Okay. Just like you were saying about changing careers, and we helping other people. Just like with Denise, she said she went from education to what she's doing now. But guess what? She's still in education because she's educating and teaching. Same thing with Kia. Kia says she wanted to get out of education. It's not that you're changing your expertise. She is an excellent teacher. She can teach people but like to learn. But it's just that the arena that they're in, I don't want to do this arena with the school. Let me change the area that I'm teaching. Right. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing on the focus. I like to talk and communicate. I went from being pharmaceuticals to being educating and teaching and talking to family members. And now we're doing podcasts and talking. I just want to encourage some students that may be up here or may run across this, and you may be graduating from college, high school, and you may have your degree stuck on one thing. It's okay to change whatever you want to change. You know what I'm saying? And just because you go to school and get a degree in human services, don't mean you're going to work at social services. You may still work at something else. You may go to school for nursing, and you may go up and just going from a CNA from PCA to CNA. Keep on going. You can be an RN, an LPN, a nurse practitioner. Don't mean you got to work in a nursing home. It don't mean you got to work in a hospital. Guess what? You can be a traveling nurse. You can work at the insurance company. You can authorize people to get in services. Just because your degree or whatever your specialty is in that one thing, open your mind up to something bigger. That's the company thing that we have. People get stuck on one thing. Just because somebody got this, oh, she work at the hospital. Oh, she thinks she all that. Girl, you got your same thing. If you What you can do with yours, you can do something totally different. Take that same energy and say, you know what? Let me better me. I don't have to do what she. It's so many different aspects that people can have that people not even looking at. And that's the competition. Because it ain't but 55. Okay, if the average salary around here, it's $55,000-$60,000 a year. I mean, I don't know, whatever it is. But if everybody in this same community or everybody in this same quad or whatever making the same thing, what the hell you sitting there bragging about everybody doing the same thing?
Exactly.
You ain't got nothing than I got. You ain't got no more, things than I got. You know what I'm saying? I want a farm. If I stay on the farm in the county, you ain't got no more pigs than what I got. You ain't got no more chickens than what I got. Why you worry about my chickens?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you.
I got the same thing.
I remember back when I got married. Now, this is my hand to God, the truth. Let me tell you. And I own a bit more in the church than a car be parked in the yard. But anyway, she don't like church that good. But
I ain't gonna talk about that immediately. But I ain't gonna talk about it today.
Look, don't be coming for me now, okay? But anyway. So this was way back when I first got married. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if she's going to run across this live or not. And she just met me. I can't believe she's going to say that. But anyway.
She's going to say it.
So the girl said to me, I had just got married and I just moved. And the girl said to me, she said, I mean, mad, said, oh my God, Kia, I can't believe you only done came to church 3 or 4 times. I can't believe God done blessed you with a husband and a house. I've been going to church all my life. And he done chose to bless you. I said, well, what the hell wrong with me? Do you know, because I ain't been more prayed to God for this than a man in the moon. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pray. I mean, it caught me totally off guard.
Yeah, I bet it did.
To this day, y'all, I've been married for 10 years. The girl won't even a bit more speak to me. You understand what I'm saying? Mad.
Instead of asking you what you do to get your man, what you do to get him, child? I need to
Well,
You don't even know the struggle. You understand? You don't even know what I may go through with this house, with this man. You don't know nothing. And you sitting here, you mad with me come out. I've been in church all my life. And God, you only been to church a couple of Sundays. And look what God has done. You done brought God into this. But I said, what? I couldn't even speak. I was just thrown totally off guard. Mad, girl.
But check this out. Now this is, I won't go tell mine, but you made me comfortable enough to say it, and she might run across this, because like I said, a lot of times people ain't clapping for you, but they looking, right? So I got remarried in August of last year. Mm-hmm. Do you know that my friends, and I'm gonna say it with my spirit fingers, got mad because they weren't invited? Which goes back to, you should ask yourself why you weren't invited. So they don't call, they don't nothing. I mean, they are like crickets. I don't hear anything. And it's been almost a damn year. Get over it. You weren't there. But ask yourself why you weren't there. You know, that goes back to that messy party situation. And you could go on and see where I'm going with that. But
right.
Ask yourself why you weren't there. Because I don't do drama and I don't do messy. I don't need you Facebook Live in my wedding. Look at what she got. Why she got that on? Why they choose them colors? Look who here. I don't do stuff like that. So this is my day, and I'm gonna have it my way. Like Burger King, this is gonna be my day, and I'm gonna have it my way. Right. So I lost friends, and even now today we saw my spirit fingers church member. She didn't say congratulations. You know, I see y'all got married. She said, oh, I didn't know who y'all was. I didn't even couldn't even look me in my face. And I'm like, I was like, is it that serious? Is it that serious? So being transparent, last year taught me, well, the last few years have taught me a lot, starting with my mom's passing. And then when I got, it taught me, it showed me who people really were in your life. Mm-hmm. And some people can be very, very messy and can get mad at your blessing. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, don't worry about what I got going on over here. Stay in your own yard and worry about what you got going on over there. You talk about God blessing you and you ain't been to church, and why are you putting God in it? Because God ain't gonna meet the need that your husband can meet. So what's the problem? What's wrong with you that God ain't sent you one?
Girl,
that's why God couldn't bless her with no husband. She's so busy looking at everybody else.
She's so busy at what's written at everybody else. What's in your nose?
The husband looking at her, and she's so busy over there looking at them. That's why you ain't paying attention, man, right in front of your face.
I mean, but God, Lord,
people get mad,
girl, child.
And that tells you.
What's wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
You over here,
and you know,
he's knocking at your door. You at me. You know,
shows you who's there for you and who your friends. Like I tell my kids, they not your friend. That's somebody you know.
Yeah,
everybody not your friend. That's somebody that you know. Mm-hmm. Because your friend will be clap for you and be like, well, Tanya, you know, I'm glad. I know you've been through a lot, and I'm glad you finally found somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That you know, that y'all love each other, whatever the case may be. Be glad for me instead of talking about me and getting mad because you weren't there. Because if you had been a true friend, you would have been there.
Right.
You know, but people get mad and upset, and that lets you know their mindset, their messy mindset. And that's if you're trying to grow really and build with other women that are like-minded, that's not something that you need in your life. You need to limit that access that they have to you because they will drain you, and you need to protect your peace at whatever cost. And that's friends, family, foe, whatever. You have to be in a position to protect your peace at all times.
At all times, right? It's so necessary.
It is. It is. The Tiny girl, this has been good. This been good. This always good. We always have good conversations when we get together, y'all. I mean, and I'm just gonna throw this out here. Me and Tanya been knowing each other before the pandemic even came in. I think it was 2018 or something. But we was working together trying to get something started. And the pandemic had us down, girl. I was like, shoot. All right, we're gonna get this thing back in. We're gonna get it back in. We got to get it back. But
I appreciate you so much.
No, I appreciate you, but this time we doing it a different way. Because we was doing business to business, but she came in to the office and we talked as business owners on how we can collaborate with each other. You know what I'm saying? But now, ain't this so much better? We couldn't meet because the pandemic, we can do this online. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. This makes it so much better. You know, we still helping each other out, and we still, you know, encouraging women on what we can do to help push each other forward. We still help pushing each other's business. You know, she's doing this, you know, she's into a lot of different other things, but she would tell you at the time when she wants to tell you, you know, but, you know, it's just good that we can all get together and just motivate not each other, but other women alike.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's important. That's very important that we can encourage each other and motivate each other and be able to pick up the phone and say, look, this is what I'm going through. This is what I need. Can you help me? I'm trying to do this. It's so important. It's so important that we support each other. It is very important that we have that support in each other, because that's how we grow.
That's it. That's it. That is it. That is it.
I'm definitely empowered. This was really, really good. Yes. And Tanya, I must say that I know your brother through a mutual friend.
And he told me. I was intending to text you too, but I forgot.
Yes, girl. Yes. Hold on. I think we had some comments that we kind of missed real quick.
Okay. Okay.
This was way back when we was talking about changing over our careers. Denise says we are changing our title, but still doing the same thing in a different capacity. Yeah. Okay. So we did miss that one. So sorry, Denise, about that. Danielle Whitehead said, if you don't feed it, it will not grow. That's definitely facts. Okay, we're not feeding into situations that do not grow us. We are done with that. Yvonne said, your tragic or trauma can be used as a magnifying glass to surface people that really aren't authentic. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Okay. It sure did for me.
it did. Life has taught us.
Yes,
okay. That one thing you cannot control is people's loyalty to you. No matter how good you are to them, no matter what you do for them, how you do it, how you treat them, they are going, you cannot control their loyalty to you. They're going to be who they are.
Anyway, and that's, you know, that's a different thing when people say the loyalty. People not even loyal to their own self, so why are they going to be loyal to you?
Exactly.
And that's their problem. They don't even know how to treat themselves. They don't even know what good treatment is. That's why they go out and they act the way they do to other people. Okay? So...
I mean, you can't blame them because and for real, it's them.
It is. It is.
People like me, sometimes, like kids said, we got to check ourselves sometimes. I have to check myself sometimes when it comes to work or whatever like that, because somebody say something and it pumps me. I think they digging at me. They're not digging at me. They just saying, I see this, but you can do it better this way. Like, this is how I'm doing it. And if you don't like the way I'm doing it, and that's not, I can contest to that. I do get like this sometimes. But when
we all do.
Oh, have mercy. You know, so I hope I make me like a fool. But I'm just so passionate what I'm doing that it comes off like that. But when I sit back and think about it, it's like, you know what? That was me. And you know what? Yeah, thank you for telling me that. Because guess what? It makes me reevaluate what I'm doing. And maybe just that one little area that I might need to change. I don't need to change the whole sentence, but just that little one word in there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And stop being
Doing
offended. We need to stop being offended to constructive criticism.
criticism.
And
That's it.
and
That's it.
that's another thing we need to do. And you know, to about knowing yourself and people not being loyal to themselves because they don't know themselves. That's where your self-love comes in. We
Mhm.
don't we you know we really need to take care of ourselves, and we need to start showing ourselves love more, because a
Mhm.
lot of times we don't do that. We don't self-care, self-love, we don't do that enough for our own self. And so because we're feeling some type of way, that may come off as being mean or nasty or whatever. So that's another thing that we need to I want to talk about too, or what I want to say is self-care is very important.
Mhm.
Self-care and loving yourself is very important too. In order to, because that's a part of encouraging and empowering somebody else. Because I can
Mhm.
say, hey, Tanisha, you looking kind of tired, you've been working, whatever. Maybe you need to take a day off, or maybe you need to just go sit at the beach, or maybe you need to go
Mhm.
try these bubbles, this bubble bath that I got. It'll relax you or whatever. Try this wine, whatever the case may be. We need to practice self-love a lot more than we do, because as women, we do a lot. We wear a lot of hats, and we're doing a lot of stuff, and we don't take the time out to practice self-care and self-love for our own self.
Right.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Right. You hit for that thing.
Open it up.
One second.
So this was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. If you are here in the and you have any comments or any questions that you would like to add to the stream, you can add that now as we come into a close. Hello, Ebony. How are you? One thing I've learned is not to take what others say too seriously. Woo! Right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
take it too seriously, because you really don't know what place is coming from. Now,
Right.
that's one thing that I've learned. When people say things to me, I really don't know what your motives are. Sometimes it can be like a genuine, it might be coming from the place of the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Other times it might be coming from a place of, well, whatever, it might, but
Mm-hmm.
I do resonate with that one too. Not to take what people say too seriously. Sometimes I don't even hear it. I mean, it kind of like bounces right off my ear too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it all depends on what's being said.
I know that's right, Ebony. I know that's
It
right.
all depends on what's being said too.
Yeah, and I think we listen. We listen. We don't listen to hear. We listen to respond. So sometimes we don't
Right.
even hear all of what somebody says before we are
That's
so
right.
quick to respond to something. Because I know I'm guilty of. I don't want to say that, but I'm guilty of that myself. And so you want to respond. You want to be quick on the draw, and you want to get that comment in when you didn't even hear what the statement was. So we got to be more apt to listen than we are to speak. You got 2 ears and one mouth.
I'm working on that myself.
But I do a lot of communication with my kids at home. But we get to the round table, we start talking. I get everybody a piece of paper. I don't want no paper. I say, okay, well, I get my paper. So when they talking, I start writing stuff down. And so I gotta listen to exactly what they say. Then I don't gotta worry about what they say. They said, well, give me a piece of paper. Now you need no paper.
Oh.
Right.
They want to chime in on what I said. I said, let me finish talking.
Yep.
Write down your question or whatever you say. So when I finish talking, they said, oh, okay, I understand what you said. They scratched it off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that does help. Especially doing these things now that we're doing these podcasts. I gotta write down
down stuff.
Because basically by the time I get ready to ask it, you've been already answered anyway. The guests been already question.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
So guys, this has been great.
Yes, it has. Thank you all so much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share. I really appreciate it.
You are so welcome. We thank all our viewers for coming on with us today. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. We went from 45 minutes to almost an hour and a half, Kim.
Yes.
We doing it.
It's been great.
Yes, it has been great.
And next week we have Letitia Brown that is coming on.
Come on, girl.
We will not be streaming on Sunday, but it will be on Saturday. Okay. So if you are listening and you are interested in joining that live, she is coming. She's going to bring some more gems.
She's bringing them.
So that will be a Saturday night live.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Saturday night. So if you are free and you got your phone, if you're riding in the car, whatever you're gonna be doing, click on the Tanisha and Shakia page and tune in with us at 6 o'clock on Saturday night. Okay.
Yes, and for your friends that do not have Facebook that would like to join our show and listen to us, they can come on YouTube. We are on YouTube on Tanisha and Shakia on YouTube, and we do have these stream live on YouTube. And for our YouTube listeners, we cannot see the YouTube while we're on the on Streamline. YouTube has Streamline had YouTube comments come here, but for whatever reason we cannot see the YouTube comments. So if you are putting comments on YouTube, I am so sorry that we cannot see that. Once we're able to figure out how we can do that, we'll do that. We're doing this on our own right now. I think we're doing pretty good. You know, we ain't got all that yet, but we're doing okay to get it that way. I did want to tell Tanya thank you, but I'm not dismissing her thing out right now. I'm just gonna go back on cap from last week. I want to thank Denise Ricks for the gifts that she gave out. We did send the gifts to Stacy. Stacey Hicks got her gift. She got the portable grill. Then we had Keisha Cross. She got her gift, and she got the crock pot. And my girl got her gift. It was under J Bonds.
Yeah.
And they got this. So these gifts were delivered.
Yep. So
All right.
always try to tune into our lives because you never know, or pay attention to our page. You never know we'll be doing some giveaways or when one of our special guests will be doing a giveaway. Okay.
Yes.
We did have a Christmas giveaway too.
Yes, we did. And that was for Nene
gift
Window.
card.
The window.
The gift cards.
The gift cards. But what happened was no one participated but her. And she got a gift card for $100.
Wow. Listen.
She
to
got
go
the whole
eat
gift
wherever
card.
she wanted to eat at. Come on, y'all.
She got the whole gift card.
So, oh well, jingle bell.
That's how it goes.
So keep tuning in. You never know. It might be something really simple that you got to do, like share this live, or
That's it.
go and follow Latanya. Not Latanya. I keep wanting to call you Tanya. Go and follow Tanya's. I put it in the chat box. Her coaching page, her re-empowerment coaching page.
Yeah.
It might be some things that are simple, like doing that. You know, that one little gesture that might help you win a prize on our show. So, but I did put her page in the comments, guys. So go back and follow that page. That is the Women Empowerment page. You're gonna love it.
Yes.
Interact with that page to grow it, because it's a lot of women out here that need that push, that need that encouragement. Okay.
Yes.
So it definitely has helped me. I hope it helps you guys as well. We always close our live with an encouragement word for the week. So we're going to ask Tanya if she has something she wanted to close us all out with.
Yes.
I just want to close with, I just want everybody to be empowered. We are stronger together and we can do this. I'm rooting for you, and I hope you are rooting for me as well.
That's right. We
That's
got
it.
you, girl.
We got your back, girl. You lean on us and we lean on you.
Yeah.
Together we stand up.
Yes, we do.
Yes. So I'm going to tell everybody, have a great week. Have a blessed week. Share this live with others. If you know someone that has a business or anything, put it in the chat. Anyone that wants to come on the show, just email us or put it in the in our inbox and let us know how we can best serve you in your capacity and what you're going through, what topics you would like to hear. But until Saturday, peace out.
But one last
See you
thing.
later.
Oh, we don't want to hold you up though, unless you want to stay up here. One last
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Starting in June, we're gonna have our shows are going to be where we might have a controversial thing going on.
Ooh.
So whatever topic we're going to be talking about, we might have where it's like a debatable thing. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
whatever the
That's
topic
right,
may
that's right.
be, you might have a guy that might feel one way, a female that might feel another way. So we're going to just try to, kick it up a notch for you guys, okay?
Yeah.
See what you might think about
Yeah,
that.
this ain't no way. Can we always do this backwards? Then don't forget, we have the letters, the anonymous letters. If you have an anonymous letter, or if you have a situation that you want us to get to gain views on, not views, but you want to get opinions, We'll try to give you our honest opinion. We're not doctors, we're not physicians, we're not clinicians, or we're not psychiatrists.
Or petitions. I just threw that out there because it was rhyming.
Yeah, or any kind of issues. We're not yet, but we're talkatives. We can put it up there, and what we can do is try to help you as much as we can. We're not trying to shade nobody. We don't put nobody's name on it. But some of this stuff, we have some stuff going on. So I got a good one for y'all next week. And you can know if it's gonna be us or if it's gonna be anonymous or not.
And they've been asking us to do a show on that church hurt letter that we got. And
definitely. I wanted to.
Oh my gosh. I've been trying not to do it because I didn't want the girl to feel uncomfortable.
we don't. You know what? And it's not even about that. We can do another one. That don't have nothing to do with her.
But so many people been asking her, asking us. So if she's up here, I do want to say it and publicly that if we do a show,
it's not
about you. No, it's not. We're not attacking you or anything. It's just because people want to really hear other people's views.
And not only that, you are not the only person that has been through this.
Right.
So to always realize whatever somebody sends in anonymous, you're not the only person that's been through this.
Yeah.
Nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So we're not doing it just based off of your letter. It just opened up a door for everybody to discuss it.
I got a juicy one, girl. I got a juicy one.
So we might come on and do that this week or after Saturday's live. It might be that live.
And y'all know what? The man came on Facebook and said something about the Boaz thing. I don't know if y'all seen this Boaz thing this man did. He said something about Boaz. Honey, I go to the man post and said, wrong story. Oh my God, why I do that?
Did they attack you, girl?
Huh? No, he said, tell me why it was wrong. What was wrong with it? I stopped. Because he a preacher, he already know what was wrong with the Boaz. But let me tell y'all this thing about the Boaz right here. If you want a man or if you want a husband or a spouse that you want to live a long time with and that you want to do things with, Boaz was an old man. Okay? Ruth was a young woman. Naomi was Ruth's mother-in-law. Okay? So Ruth's husband had died. So she went with her mother-in-law to her back to her home. They met Boaz by her working in the field. Boaz was an old man. All these girls said they wanted Boaz. So to me, it's like, okay, you want a man that's going to die in a little bit?
But why? Why they want a Boaz? But why they want a Boaz though, right?
Everybody want a Boaz though.
Because Boaz had money.
No, honey. And Boaz want it. Because when Ruth got with Boaz, if you read the story, I ain't going to tell it, but people read the story. When Ruth got with Boaz died that night.
Right. But what he had though?
Money.
No, but let me tell you what. The kicker with that was he was rich when he had money. But in those days and in that culture, you didn't have access to the money as a woman.
Well, that's true. But how many young girls reading that know that?
She was a widow again.
Mm-hmm.
Her first husband died, so they had to go back to the city that the mother-in-law was originally from.
Right.
Then they got with, Boaz said, well, I'm going to buy the field and I'm going to buy Ruth and her mother-in-law, which was Naomi. Okay. After she got with Boaz and, they had sex and she got pregnant, Boaz died. So all I'm saying, I'm going to come back on this and we're going to talk about this a little bit more. But if y'all want to read the story, you got to read the story. It's Ruth. It's in the book of Ruth.
But look, Tanisha, but how many young people know the story?
That's what I'm saying. People want a Boaz, but they don't know.
Right. They don't know the story.
See, you want a Boaz for the money he got right now. But when he died, he had nothing. But if you get you a king, honey,
maybe the money was for the kid that she was gonna. You know what I'm saying?
He won't be able to get nothing. When the child is an infant, he cannot take care of his stuff. You got to read the story.
Yeah, because I don't know the story.
You got to read the story. In those days, in those cultures, those children, even though they had it, look how long the child had to wait till he turned up to age to be able to inherit it.
Yeah,
because they got it because the inheritance went to the next thing. In those times, the inheritance didn't go to the wife or the children; it went to the next brother.
That's right.
The
next of kin man. That's right.
Right.
Hey,
right.
But they said we need to get though. They said that's what we needed.
They don't know the
Boaz. Wait for
need
your
no
Boaz.
Boaz.
They said wait for your Boaz.
No, people need to stop listening to what everybody's saying. All these folks working for these Boazes, that's what you gonna get. A Boaz.
You gonna look like him.
Exactly.
I want a king. So when he rock over and die, I'm
Yep.
still gonna be the queen.
I can't do this with y'all today.
I'm still gonna be the queen. If you get you a king, you still gonna be the queen. You get you a Boaz when he died, your ass gonna be homeless. Again. Y'all, I ain't messing with y'all.
I can't with them.
That's all right. We Tanya know the story, so we might come back up here and help y'all out a little bit.
Yeah. Let me know now.
Read it. See people get mad right now. Y'all in church get mad. Get mad.
Get mad. I want to talk about this church thing anyway. This church thing anyway. This church hurt.
Getting my evangelist license.
She said she's 2 weeks to get hers. Girl, mine expired.
Oh.
I cannot. I'm telling you, I can't.
See, that's how it is when you got good people that you can hang with and can just keep the show been over. Child, we'll check y'all out later. We'll check y'all next week. Me and Tanya. We gotta get our names. Me and Pastor Tanya and
Evangelist Kia.
Evangelist Bonds, Pastor Tanya. What's my name?
Bishop Brown.
Go ahead. Oh, Lord have us. We're gonna talk about the Boaz and your ass. Come on.
Because you're gonna be a Boaz waiting for Boaz.
I cannot. I'm weak.
But you know what? It's all in the Bible. We ain't saying nothing. That's what they said.
That's what they said. I mean,
this is true. It's the truth.
We done broke the story down. That's all.
That is, and that's another thing. I'm for real this time, y'all. That's another thing. We gotta stop repeating stuff and understand
and do
what
your research for yourself.
Talking about.
Because they'll sell you a story.
Everybody wants a Boaz. I don't want her.
They say study to show yourself. Study to show thyself. You can't study for somebody else. But I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Yeah.
And broke ass.
Yeah.
And sick ass.
And poor ass. And mean ass. Oh, you get all of that.
Y'all got to tune in to the show. We gonna turn this into something else next week. Yes, child. Shout on that,
girl. Y'all got tears in my eyes. I cannot.
We can't do these good views we got. Leave these people alone. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Hold on, Tony. Don't hang up. Peace out.
Okay.
Y'all check us out. We'll be back in the church next week. We'll be back next week. Catch our message on live. Make sure you read the book of Ruth. It's in the Old Testament. We're talking about it next week. We'll make sure y'all know.
Read the whole thing. Why she ended up at Boaz's house. Read it from the beginning now.